ладно. Что произошло, интересно? Что еще? Оптимизация какая-нибудь? А, нет, концерт. Потом посмотрю. Может. Тут комету. И пошли. Как раз заберу. Фото. Вполне возможно, что вот эти вот выполню в процессе. Так, ну что ж, ладно. Не, это я оставлю, эту заготовку. А вот это вот я поменяю. Кинь-юнь какой-нибудь, наверное. Что ж, поехали. О, Наташа тут. И я же миссию компаньонов тому не прошел ее. Ну ладно, пофиг. Не думаю, что это как-то повлияет.
Hey, did you hear about our next stop? It's a world called Penacony. I hear it's a beautiful, dreamy place.
Там
I'm so
Дзинлю
excited.
ждет.
But
Да
Pom-Pom
и,
said the
судя по
banquet you're
трейлерам,
invited to is
что-то
still
с
a little
броней
ways off.
произошло.
What can I do to pass the time? Huh? Is that my phone? Must be the group chat.
Да, броня. Тихо, подожди, я не успеваю. Подожди, а почему тут зелени нету?
That Don Hung. He can't just ignore Branya.
Да, может. У
Let's
него
go to
есть
his
на
room and
это
talk to him.
все права. Особенно в последние... В связи с последними событиями. Я на Европе, я здесь. Ладно. Хотя... Может быть, это поделать? Давай. я не шибко уверен в том, что смогу то задание за 200 сделать. Поэтому это быстренько сделаю и дальше пойду.
Can you just give me some? How long do they?
Это опять про бутылки, что ли? А я не активировал, что ли, отряд? Там. Вот этот. Они подпрыгивают. Опять. Да, Робинзон, я помню. И вот что интересно. Что там со встречей Янциня и Цзиньлю? Получается, мастера меча прошлого поколения и этого? Ну, будущего. Будущий мастер меча Янцинь все-таки. Кстати, я же могу, да. Как тут много книжек. 33 из 40. А это на Герте 33 из 40. Тут 62 из 97 я собрал. Ну да. Тут маловато. Надо будет походить, пособирать как-нибудь.
Branya just sent all of us a message. Did you see it yet?
Yes, I saw it.
Then why didn't you reply? Branya's a good friend of ours.
I'm sorry. I'm just not in the mood for idle chat. There's been a lot weighing on my mind since the Lofu. It was...
Я хочу посмотреть, как ты из рогатого превращаешься обратно в нерогатого.
Donhung, I'm the one who should be sorry. I was being too pushy. You're right. You went through a lot on the Xianzhou. Take all the time you need.
No thanks. I'll be staying on the Express. It's great that Belobog is able to host a
Кстати, он
celebration.
спит. Там вода под стеклом, я так понимаю. Или что?
Say hi to our friends for me.
Okay. Rest up. You're not allowed to miss the next Trailblaze expedition.
I'll be there next time.
He won't budge, huh? Looks like it's just the two of us then. Pity.
А химика
He's
с
gonna miss
Вельтом.
out. We never get the chance to go on a stress-free adventure.
Ты так думаешь, что не будет никаких проблем?
Don't get yourself all worked up. If Eurillo 6 is strong enough to withstand a Stellaron, It'll be just fine.
Ну, скажем
If
так,
only Himeko could
если
come with
бы
us.
не мы, то там бы уже ничего не было. Пом-пом
Maybe
нельзя
not.
выходить.
He's still wheezing from the trouble we got into on the Xianzhou. You didn't notice? At
Watcher?
his age, he might not appreciate the extra excitement. Why don't we go ask Himeko to tag along? She might be up for an adventure. You've been on the Express for a while now, but you've never gone on a trip with Himeko before, right? Well, now's your chance.
В комнату химика зайдем. Так, ну это комната Март. Так. Отражения нету. Открыть. Это Вельта. Куда до сих пор нельзя. Стоп. А, химика тут. Я думал, она в своей комнате, ну
Hey,
ладно.
March. That's a big smile on your face. What's the good news?
Himeko, there's a celebration coming up on Urillo 6, organized by the Supreme Guardian, and we're invited to go take in the sights and sounds. Don Hung won't be going anywhere for a while. He's still resting up, so wanna come with us? I mean, considering how you helped us out with Kagolia, I'm sure Branya would be happy to see you.
So that explains the grin. You're excited about the celebration. Thanks for the invite, but I'm afraid my hands are full right now. Please send my regards to the Supreme Guardian. Make the most of the festivities. You've earned it. You two and Don Hung did help save Urillo 6 after all. I'll be sure to join you guys next time.
Чем это таким тут...
Navigators really do
Чем
have
это
their
тут
plates full,
ты
huh?
тут таким
Seems like
занимаешься?
it's just you and me this
Сколько
time.
букв Т?
Let me go pack some stuff for the trip first. Come and find me when you're ready to set off.
Я всегда готов. Хочу другой вагон. Интересно, будут в будущем другие локации в вагоне? Помимо этих двух. Костюм! Костюмы!
So, what do you think about my new dress? Pretty neat, right? It's actually not new. I just never had the right occasion to try it on.
Тебя нашли в нем?
This kind of event doesn't come around every day. Why shouldn't I dress for the occasion? You're not really gonna wear that same
А что
old
не так?
outfit, are you?
Так, стоп. Это что? А,
It's actually not new. I just never had the right occasion to try.
понял.
Let's just
Неплохо.
pretend I never said anything. As long as one of us is making an effort.
Я тоже буду стараться. А этот костюм дадут? Я хочу, да. Так, а ну-ка. Может быть, информации? Нет. А где будут вообще находиться это все? Надо будет, кстати, реликвии всем поменять. Это позже.
Pajamas, hot water bottle, pom-pom doll. That should be everything. Let's
Чем тебе
go.
кукла пом-пом? Ладно, про бутылку
Wow, that
горячей
was
воды.
fast. Don't you
Где
have
зачем
anything you
горячий?
want to bring with you? Well, I thought since Pom-Pom can't leave the Express, bringing a doll with us
А,
is kind of like
А
taking them
ты связала
trailblazing.
игрушку, эту куклу?
I was just taking a look at Mr. Yang's
Или тут
records,
где-то магазин
and
в
it
экспрессе?
seems like Urillo 6's average temperature has warmed up quite a bit. It's much warmer than it was on our first trip there. I
А,
wouldn't call it livable just yet, but things are looking up. I'm so happy for Branya and
то
Zila.
есть теперь там еще и жарко будет со всем и тем отоплением, что там находится, чтобы не замерзла столица.
Belobog,
Нас туда телепортируют, надеюсь? Да. Обожаю, когда мне не надо ничего делать. Привет, Топас.
Belobog. 700 years. It's never too late to pick up the tab.
В смысле платить по счетам, слышь?
Oh, brr! How do people living in all this snow celebrate anything? Oh, one thing's for sure, though. Where there's a celebration, there's bound to be food, right?
Ой, это новая форма какая-то?
Oh, wait a sec. That person over there. That doesn't look like a Silvermane Guard
Это
uniform.
КММ.
All in black. Surely they're not IPC on this world? Am I going crazy? That's what I'd like to know. If they're here to look for Findy, then they're more than just a little late. There's only one way to find out. Let's go ask. I've always found IPC
Да, ну давай
staff easy to
посмотрим на
talk
твои
to.
навыки легкого разговора.
Hi, do you work for the Interastral Peace Corporation? Or are you just dressing fancy today?
Ясно.
Boss, encounter with 2 unknowns. Want me to take them out?
А
Over.
ты сможешь?
To take us out?
Take them out? Just hang tight for a second. I'm on my way. Don't do anything
Это же
stupid.
Топас? Или Топас?
Glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Topaz. an
Оказывается,
investment
она
expert from the
такая
Interastral Peace
маленькая.
Corporation. I'm here on Eurilla 6 for a special business assignment. You'll have to forgive my colleague here. People skills aren't his strong suit. Please don't take it to heart.
Phew, you scared the life out of me. We're here for the celebrations. We're not looking for more conflicts. Oh, right. We should probably introduce ourselves. I'm March 7th, a passenger of the Astral Express. You may have heard of it? And this is my friend and fellow passenger.
No kidding. I could tell you weren't locals from a mile away, but I didn't expect to run into 2 nameless here. Fate is such a curious thing. I heard that Eurilla 6 only stepped out of the Stellaron's shadow thanks to the direct intervention of the Trailblazers. Surely you two aren't...
Так точно.
So humble all of a sudden, huh? Are you feeling all right? Should I call a
Не
doctor?
помню, чтобы я хвастался чем-то.
I never imagined I'd run into living legends here. Must be your lucky day, huh, Numby?
Wow, Miss Topaz. You're really young for an IPC executive. That's impressive.
More good luck, I suppose. But it's not as cushy as you think. Scurrying from one side of the galaxy to the other. Going wherever businesses require me to be.
Не знаю, я был бы не против попутешествовать.
Your job sounds pretty similar to the express cruise. Aside from the business, I guess. Oh, Branya moves fast. The crisis is only just over and she's already opened talks with the IPC.
These talks aren't exactly what you might expect.
резко.
But I have to agree. The Supreme Guardian definitely knows how to
Что-то не
govern a
так.
city.
Я даже не
That's
знаю,
the
как
reason
это
I'm here on
обозвать.
Eurilla 6. To meet with her.
Резкая смена анимации.
Miss March, you said you were on your way to Belobog festivities, right? My apologies for delaying you both.
Don't be sorry. It's not like we're in a rush. wanna come to the city with us? The snow plains are freezing, and it's easier than you think to get lost out here.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll manage. It's my first time on this world. I'd like to take it in its vast, iconic snowscape for just a little longer. Who knows? Maybe we'll cross paths again during the celebrations. Oh, here's my contact information. I don't usually respond during work hours, but I'd be happy to chat off the clock.
Спасибо, если когда-нибудь буду выбивать, это мне пригодится.
Executive's phone number without even trying. Me too.
You two make a cute pair. Anyway, I'd better be on my way. See you next time.
Не понял смысла этой шутки.
The universe is huge, yet we somehow stumbled onto the same path. Fate truly works in mysterious ways, don't you think? Come on, let's head into the city.
Как я понимаю, это не то чтобы сюжетное задание, просто межсюжетное, как, наверное, даже не знаю, с чем сравнить. Не то чтобы ивент.
Wow, there are people everywhere. Are you sure we're in Belobog? And now to check out the main event, the food. Come on, keep up.
Не знаю, по-моему, они не изменили эту локацию. Вообще никак. Наверное, просто больше NPC поставили. И то мне что-то это мало верится. Могли бы что-нибудь там поменять на самом деле. Ладно.
Hang on a sec. Isn't that Wallace up ahead? Looks like he's finally made some friends. I wonder what they're talking about.
Давай послушаем.
Norbert, why don't you tell everyone how you were released from jail so quickly? Selling cultural relics and impersonating Silvermane guards are both heinous crimes.
Well, it was all thanks to my uncle. You know.
Мне кажется, я с ним уже встречался.
I remember. Your uncle is Minister Knoll. He heads up the Department of Transportation, no?
Yes, you knew that too?
You're shameless, Norbert. Not to be rude, but if I were thrown in jail, I wouldn't possibly ask my father to bail
Вот
me
раз я
out.
точно помню, что ты с ним связана.
Do you think I wanted to?
А
I'm not the
Норберт
type
я
of
только
person to
предполагаю.
abuse my status.
Well, I don't really know about that.
Get off my back, will you? I had to deal with hardened criminals in jail. Now that I'm free, my supposed friends are ganging up on me.
Looks like things are getting heated. I think we better.
Mr. Rossi, may I inquire as to where...
Куда еще можно пойти? Я бы хотел, наверное, к Сервал зайти.
Is that
Лагия
Ayla?
Сергеевна.
Looks like
А
she's
ну-ка.
teaching the kids again. So cool.
Next, I'll be introducing the history of the museum. Everyone listen carefully, okay? Belobog's History and Culture Museum was founded 600 years ago and was originally built to memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa.
So hungry. I wish I could have a red
Асик,
sunset
типа рыбы,
salmon
что ли?
right now.
Или что ты имеешь в виду?
It was built to memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa Rand, and also...
Guess what? I heard there's gonna be a Silvermane adventure camp opening in the overworld soon. It's gonna be super awesome.
Also, those who sacrificed their lives in the war against
Я,
the
конечно,
invaders
понимаю,
700 years
надо
ago.
как бы молодое поколение,
Ayla, Peter's falling
как это
asleep.
сказать,
Enough. From now on, no whispering aloud. If you don't want to have any homework later, you'd better start
она
listening.
типа школьный учитель, что ли?
Sorry, Miss Payla.
That's better. Now, where was I?
Так,
Oh,
надо
I
уже
never knew
уходить, я уже
Payla
тоже
had a
скоро
strict
усну.
side.
Это, конечно, все невероятно интересно, но все же для детей это пустой звук, можно сказать. Всем нравится история. О, а вот и сервалка, кстати.
Quick, Serval's about to start singing.
Давай.
Woo! Thanks, everyone! Hope you're ready for a great show. Let's get started.
Вот это у тебя концерт, вот эта сцена.
Heartbeats will shake me. So rules can't break me. Crank the sound and let your soul be free. The lightning strikes writing off the wall. Let yourself fall into it all.
И это вся песня? Мало.
Phew. Who'd have thought just taking a
В смысле
stroll could be
утомительно?
so
Там еще две
tiring.
точки было где-то.
Say, I think we should probably pay Branya a visit. After all, she was the one who invited us here. Or we could go check out some other fun stuff elsewhere. Your call. Say, or we could go check out.
Просто повторишь. Вот тут что-то было. Вроде как. О, гепард.
The Supreme Guardian mentioned there'd be mystery guests attending the Soulworm celebrations, but I didn't think it'd be the Express crew.
Вот теперь, вот это я понимаю. Охрану зоны фрагментума.
I should have
Стражники.
dispatched Silvermane guards to welcome you on arrival. My apologies.
Что еще тут есть? Может быть, где-нибудь тут Наташа находится?
Come around and have a look. Have you heard of the Rightful Rights Society?
Это не та. Точно, тут же есть кнопка пропустить. По идее, вот здесь еще можно было бы послушать. Но уже нельзя, ладно. Тогда давай к броне. Хотя еще тут хожу. Вон туда, допустим. Вдруг еще кого-нибудь встречу из персонажей. Да нет, никого нету. Ладно, тогда к броне. О, топос быстрее нас сюда пришло.
I understand the difficulties that this world is facing, Supreme Guardian. Belobog's current financial burden cannot be pinned on you, nor anyone else for that
Что она
matter.
пытается ей
However,
пихать?
objectively speaking, since Belobog has existed as an
Тюхать.
independent entity to this day, its debt cannot simply be written off. So, it looks like we have some visitors.
Branya! And Topaz? You're here too? I guess you've already started your business talks. We'll get out of your way if...
It's no bother. We've pretty much wrapped things up already anyway. Please consider my plans carefully, Supreme Guardian. If Eurilo 6 wants to rebuild its connections with the rest of the galaxy, your credit record with the IPC
Еще
will be of
наушник
great
в ухе.
importance.
You've made yourself clear, Miss Topaz. I'll require some time to consider my next course of action.
Naturally. However, while you're deliberating, my colleagues will need to carry out some operations in Belobog. I hope that your subjects in the underworld are...
Не знаю, насчет зелья.
I'm sorry our business got in the way of a reunion with old friends. I'll get out of your way.
Постоянно какие-то повязки и разные обувь. Ну, у ивентовых, по крайней мере.
Is everything alright, Branya? I didn't know Miss Topaz was so... intense. She seemed nice when we met her.
It's good to see you two again. Welcome back to Belobog. I planned a special reception, but I had to deal with an unexpected guest. The lady you just witnessed, she claims to represent the IPC. There's no need to keep either of you in the dark. To tell the truth, I have too much weighing on my mind right now to even think about the Psalmworm Festival.
Но при этом же ты его все равно начала делать.
Since you've already made her acquaintance, I needn't explain who she is. I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history the first time you visited. The Legion's invasion 700 years ago, how the Stellaron brought about the Eternal Freeze. It seems that much of Belobog's history from that time was buried deep beneath the snow. Those memories were lost and weren't passed down to the subsequent generations of Supreme Guardians. Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's descent upon Eurilo 6. How the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster and chose to leave
Представители
in
КММ,
large numbers.
я так понимаю.
Among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral Peace Corporation. Before they departed, they did something noteworthy. They sought out architects who refused to leave, those who insisted on defending their homes. The IPC provided these architects with significant funds to aid them against the coming disaster.
А, вот
It was with
что
those
за
funds
долг.
that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the first batch of automatons was drawn from the same pool.
Wow, that's a pretty incredible story. So, does that mean Topaz's business here is to collect a debt from Belobog?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
That's ridiculous! And what's with the timing? What took them so long to get here? If it wasn't for us eliminating the Stellaron, they'd have nothing to collect. It's obvious they're just trying to take advantage.
Я не думаю,
According
что
to her
именно
account, the repayment
Топас такая
period agreed
цель.
upon by the
И скорее
architects
у
and
ее
the IPC
руководства.
investors was 280 years. However, less than a century after the loan was taken out, the connection between Eurilo 6 and the rest of the galaxy was completely severed. The IPC deemed that the disaster had caused irreparable damage and that there was no civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, they considered the owed sum permanently lost. It wasn't until the Stellaron crisis was resolved that the IPC discovered that Belobog had survived.
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
And the interest.
О,
An astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long string of numbers.
так,
Before you both
давайте
arrived,
Погоди секундочку, Броня, прости, что перебиваю. Получается 200 и сколько там, 280 лет, сказала. Плюс еще проценты, то есть получается с процентами это где-то 700, 280, 420 лет. Вот это проценты за 420 лет, наверное. Исключительные меры? И какие же это меры?
Here I was thinking the IPC had come to rebuild Belobog, not extort it. Yeah, we have to help Bronya out. The IPC is too big and powerful. The Belobogians won't be able
С
to
другой стороны,
resolve
как
this
мы
problem on
поможем в
their
этой
own.
ситуации? У нас тоже денег не
You
особо там
seem to
много.
have a deeper knowledge of the Interastral Peace Corporation than I do. But if the records are accurate, and they truly have a presence throughout the galaxy, the IPC could crush Belobog like a bug if they wanted to. I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the festival, but now I must ask you and the Astral Express for help. Do you think you could persuade Topaz to reevaluate the situation? The Express's reputation precedes it. Perhaps there's still hope?
Have no fear, Bronya. When a friend's in need, the Nameless will always be at their side. Yeah, after all, this girl here is a pretty good negotiator.
Две миссии по внедрению.
Both of you. I'm so sorry for dragging you into more trouble. While you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation. Best of luck, and stay safe.
Подожди. Не думаю, что она будет против, если я это сделаю. Еще что-нибудь осталось? Нет.
I apologize for dragging you into Belobog's affairs again. But when faced with an entity as powerful as the IPC, we need all the external help we can get. While you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy. Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's descent upon Yarillo 6. How the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster and chose to leave in large numbers. Among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral
ну это
Peace
просто
Corporation.
пересказ того, что только
Before
что
they
сказали,
sought out
ладно.
it was with those funds. According to her account, the IPC wasn't until this. Thank you.
Oh, hey! I just remembered. We might as well just be direct and ask her where she is.
Так, подожди, Краеведческий музей. Ну, допустим, она там была. Надмирье, Белобог. Подожди. Получается, Ярила планета, Белобог город, Надмирье место в городе. То есть она в Краеведческом музее сейчас. Сколько уже посетила Броню.
Okay, got it. She's at the museum. Let's get going.
Даже не знаю, что с настроением на самом деле. Ну, типа, новый сюжет завезли. Я очень рад. Новые персонажи. Правда, то, что там баннера немного сместились, это уже другая история. К 10 часам я закончу стрим. Отвечу на незаданный вопрос. А почему в музее никого нету? Я так трудился, чтобы этот музей заполнить. И в итоге тут никого. Ну ладно, тут однотопс. А где все остальные? Где работники, которых я нанимал? Эх. Сколько? Так, давай еще раз. Сколько там миллионов? Это ее телефон тут? Это же ее телефон, да? Или что это? Или это счет какой-то, счетовод? Ну, скажем так, дизайн Цзиньлю мне нравится больше, чем у нее. Ну, сколько там еще?
Oh, it's you two
Там
again.
где-то 3
This is
часа
the
еще
third time
есть,
today we've run
минимум.
into each other. Oh, did my smart reply function tell you where I was? It's a system developed by the technology department. Pretty neat, right?
Очень полезная.
What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from the artist's strokes, I can tell it's no ordinary piece.
Судя по этому фрагменту, это
It
где-то...
portrays a
Да,
certain
это
kind
подземье.
of sorrow, you know? Not your everyday kind of sadness. It runs much deeper than that. It's as if the artist had condensed history into one poignant but sorrowful image.
Сервера очень
The
хорошие
artist's
просто.
brushwork depicts a several generations' hardships.
Особенно я слышал первые 2 часа геймплея Liberty. Прям вообще офигенные.
Not at all. The analysis of an aficionado. I wouldn't take my word for it. The Express has visited many worlds. I'm sure the nameless
Нет,
have
я не
a
разбираюсь в
far
искусстве.
greater
Я
knowledge of
только
such
музыку люблю
things
слушать.
than
И то не всю.
myself. I suppose what I'm trying to say is what I'm drawn to isn't the style in which a piece is painted, but its overall value. Its intrinsic value may only be 50,000 credits, but
То есть ты уже думаешь над тем, что как бы покосить долг Белобога с помощью вот этих картин? С помощью музея или что?
Sorry for crashing your artist party, but we came to talk to you about something else.
Oh? A collaboration between our two sides, perhaps?
Не то чтобы о
Not
сотрудничестве.
exactly. Actually, we...
Let's walk and talk. This way.
И куда же ты нас приглашаешь?
Most exhibits in this museum are of little value. But, with a keen eye, it's possible to find a diamond in the rough.
Miss Topaz, Branya's already told us about...
Oh. You two are closer than I expected with her. So, how can I help? Not sure in the arrangement, or...
We, help me out here.
You're so direct. I like that. I understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreasonable it appears. However,
Только что
you
заметил.
must
Это
understand
чис-
that debt
Мне вот
collection
эта
is a
вот
big
часть
part of my job.
очень напоминает
I've dealt with cases far more
браслет
difficult
у
than
Елань.
Belobog's.
Типа у Елани вся такой черно-синий, черно-синяя палитра, и только браслет такая, ну такого же цвета примерно. И у Топас вся черно-бело-красная, и опять браслет такой. Да! И сколько там проценты? Больше 420 лет, что ли?
I appreciate each case has its difficulties, but if I treated every late debtor as a special case, the galaxy's economy would come to a grinding halt.
Так вы же 700 лет думали то, что они мертвы, что тут никто не выжил. И типа списали им, можно сказать, по причине смерти, но все же.
The Strategic Investment Department is well versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor various repayment solutions.
К примеру, давай.
But Eurillo 6 has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm afraid milder solutions aren't the order of the day. So, I proposed to Branya.
Продать музей?
Oops, almost gave away trade secrets there, didn't I?
Давай рассказывай, мы тут как раз ради этого.
The exhibits here are pretty ordinary. I estimate they're probably not worth much. Let's keep moving.
Давай, я постою, послушаю тебя.
You're basically saying the Belobogians must pay off their ancestors' debts.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of life.
I'm not sure it's as poetic as that.
Wow, look! Is that little critter native to Eurillo 6? It's so white and fluffy. Where can I find a live one?
Наверное, нигде.
I absolutely adore them. Have you guys met Numby yet? Oh, where'd they go? They must be off playing somewhere.
Счетовод.
Come to think of it, this little guy is on display here probably means it's already extinct, right?
Наверное.
So, Miss Topaz, what exactly will it take for the IPC to go easier on Belobog? Branya invested so much just to make this world a little better. And now, it feels like all of her efforts will be undone in the blink of an eye.
Так работает
It's just
экономика.
so cruel.
What do you take the IPC for, Miss March? We're just the same as Belobog's architects. We're all followers of the preservation.
Что, может быть, скидку?
No matter what solutions we propose, we will always take the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Otherwise, we'd be no different from the Legion, would we?
So you're saying there's nothing to worry about? But Branya...
Don't worry yourself too much. The Supreme Guardian is a wise person. She'll understand. But
Так а
to
чё
answer your
ты ей
question
предложила-то
directly,
по итогу?
it'd take a miracle. I'll complete the Eurillo 6 project no matter what obstacles I encounter.
This isn't going as planned. What should we do?
I wouldn't waste too much energy on this matter. Why not make the most of the festive atmosphere? Oh, looks like one of my colleagues is after me. My apologies, but I should probably take this. Bye!
У нее чехол с счетоводом? Может быть, она где-нибудь здесь, нет? А. Тут стражи КММ. Я так понимаю, потому что тут была топос.
So, what now? We spent ages trying to convince her and she didn't move an inch. I guess so, but that still doesn't fix Branya's problem. I guess Miss Topaz is just doing her job. And as far as the Express is concerned, I think it'd be
Может,
unwise
всё равно
to make the
поможет,
IPC
господи.
our enemy. All these vested interests. So hard to undo any of it. They teach this stuff in school.
Ну ты умеешь считать, умеешь, значит ходила.
Did I even go to school? Did someone send you a message?
Я ничего не слышал. А, Зелье. Она, наверное, там с КММ встретилась. Так, блин, разведени их, не знаю, вмешайся.
Huh? The IPC are causing trouble in the underworld.
Не то чтобы
Oh,
КММ,
really?
скорее просто жители.
Seriously? Topaz was just talking about taking the welfare of the people of Belobog into
Так
consideration.
напали-то
Oh,
дикие
now
огонь
pulling
и
this
стражи.
You really can't trust these money-hungry IPC suits for a minute. Again? I don't think I have it in me to play the
Ну
hero
окей,
today.
оставайся тут.
I guess complaining won't get us anywhere. Let's go lend them a hand.
It's getting late. Where to now?
А, они аж здесь.
Zila!
Hey! Am I glad to see you two here? I'm not sure how much longer we can hold out.
Я не вижу, чтобы кто-то стоял друг против друга.
Nobody's been seriously hurt, but a few Wildfire members got minor injuries. Fortunately for us, it seems like they were holding back. Their weapons and automatons are much stronger than anything we have. You see those two in black? They've been guarding the mine entrance. They're not letting anyone in or out. Hey! Just because you have fancy equipment doesn't mean you can bully us! Who do you think you are?
Они мне напоминают тех, кого
What's
Кавка
the
в
matter? Got nothing to
своем
What's going on
великолепном
inside the mine? Any ideas?
знакомстве.
A few miners made it out earlier. They looked pretty panicked. They said the whole mine had been seized by the people in black. These uninvited guests keep talking about asset evaluation, whatever that means. All I know is that they're seriously disrupting the lives of the Underworlders. Who?
We were just talking to her in the museum. Do you think her cronies are acting without her authorization?
Да.
The person you're talking about. Are they in charge of the people in black? Potaz, Pazto, whatever her name is, she can wait. Right now, the most important thing is to free those trapped in
Не
the Great
хотелось.
Mine.
А где твой костюм? Когда ты успела переодеться? Дайте мне костюм. Не знаю, конечно, какая у них там уязвимость, но я так
Hey,
пойду.
you two! Cat got your tongue or something? If you knew what was best for you, you'd get out of my way.
You guys must be exhausted.
Это мне
standing
напоминает
here all
этих
day.
стражей
How
в
about
Англии,
you
которые
take a
стоят
little lunch break?
ведь целый
I'm
день,
sure the
не
IPC
двигаясь.
allows that, right? What's their...
You two were talking to the director in the snow plains.
А,
So it's you! You're the one who was... do you even know who you're talking to? If your boss knows to treat us with...
I can't let you pass. My team leader said that if anyone gets through, I'll lose 6 months of performance bonuses.
бонусов? Чё за В смысле бонусы?
Leader? You're even lower on the pecking order than I thought.
Shut up! I spent 7 years on a forsaken asteroid preparing to join the IPC. I went through 17 interviews before they finally hired me. What right do
Ну
you
ты же не знаешь, чем мы
demons have to
занимаемся и
criticize
говоришь,
me?
что мы бездельники.
IPC? Interviews? I don't know what you're rambling on about, but you're really testing my patience. No need to waste our breath on this idiot. Let's do this.
Эх, нарушили приказ Верховной Хранительницы. Очки. Вау! Как же красочно. Огненная... А чё это? Очки производительности сотрудника КМ. Это те самые бонусы? Ага. Понял.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Давай на всякий случай отхилюсь. Не хочется Тиньюнь потерять.
Better late than never.
Подожди, какого уровня Тиньюнь? У нее, наверное, реликвий нету, поэтому она так. Такая тонкая.
Heaven surge. Quick.
That hurts.
Awaken, world cleansing dragon.
Lance at the ready.
The times are changed.
Плохо.
Heaven surge. Rise.
On our shot. Nap time.
I'm on guard.
Но мне нравится их мувсет. Прикольно.
That's it? He sure took off quickly.
17 rounds of interviews, and these are the best people.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've been warned that the ones in the mine won't go down. Let's set off when you're...
Погоди, я хочу посмотреть на Тиньюнь. Где Тиньюнь? Вот она. Да нет, 80 уровень. А у нее реликвии нету. Вот в чем причина. Я, видимо, забыл ей реликвии поставить. Давай сейчас ей быстренько поставлю. Что там ей нужно? Скорость, по идее, чтобы быстрее ходила. И ХП, чтобы больше. Хотя, не, давай все-таки силу атаки. Угу. Ну пусть, наверное, вот это. Тут. Вот это. Здесь. Так. Вот это мне больше всего нравится. Здесь тоже сила атаки. Вот это. И вот здесь скорость установления, чтобы чаще ультовала. А если скорость тут поставить? Ага. Только у нее. Ладно, так оставлю. И это еще не прокачано.
Caught your breath yet? It's time to show. Right after we finished chatting with Topaz in the museum. Did it take you that long to notice? I thought you were supposed to be the observant one. The quicker we handle the IPC, the faster we can get back to enjoying the celebrations. Let Zila know when you're ready to go.
Ready for action? It's time to kick the IPC out of the underworld. Let's get moving.
It's Mr. Svarog, isn't it? And this cute little girl must be Clara.
Hello, miss. Are you...
I'm Topaz. I've come to have a chat with Mr. Svarog.
Clara, go inside and wait for me.
Huh? But
Будет
if
драка.
you have a guest,
Будет драка.
maybe I should...
She is not a guest. Neither is she a friend. Go, Clara. Everything will be fine.
Но я бы не сказал, что это... Блин, даже не знаю. Это не ивент, но и не основной сюжет. Я не знаю, как это назвать. А кто твой информатор? Подожди! Я... Возможно. Это Сампа. Возможно, ее информатор — это тот придурочный, которого я недолюбливаю. То есть Сампа был не охотником за Селароном, как я думал, а информатором КМН.
Straight to the point, huh? I like your style. Eurillo 6. Are robots familiar with that term? Anyway, it refers to the planet we're currently standing on. It's about to become the property of the IPC. No one can reverse this outcome. Not you, not the Nameless,
То есть ты предложила Броне продать планету? Ничего себе.
I only care about one thing right now. Demonstrating to the shareholders of the IPC that Eurillo 6 can generate.
Не, типа, с одной стороны, окей, в принципе, она предложила выход, судя по тому... Ну, я, конечно, все могу предполагать, но все же, она по большей части хочет помочь Белобогу, но, скажем так, радикальными методами.
In the long run, this is a way, the only way, to ensure Belobog's long-term interests. I need your help to achieve this goal.
Long-term interests undefined. Analyzing objectives. Analysis failed. Tell me, emissary, how do you plan to convince the IPC leadership?
That's simple. I'll show you.
Что это?
This is...
это минерал?
Source code, or to be more precise, source code that is able to take control of all mechanized units in Belobog. I'm sure you're familiar with this. All mechanized units manufactured in Belobog over the last 700 years utilize the underlying systems created by the IPC. The code is so refined that the engineers never saw any reason to change it.
Хотите продать все производство и всех роботов, что ли?
I assume you're also aware that there was once a large automaton factory in the underworld. Thousands upon thousands of automatons, enough to crush the Legion's vanguard, lay dormant within.
Да, подожди, я правильно понимаю, что имеется в виду Легион антиматерии? А там настолько много автоматонов?
Eurillo 6 has a place in the company's long-term strategies. But first, I need a guide to show me where these automatons are buried.
I understand. Your long-term interests can be defined as the survival of civilization at a macro level. What are your intentions for the people currently living here?
Their future has already been purchased. All I can do is make them accept this fact, using a relatively
Относительно мирными?
approach.
Ага, то есть подавление с помощью всех этих автоматонов. Понял.
I understand. I will assist you with your plan.
Oh, so you're not as stubborn as the rumors suggest.
Сейчас будет но.
The future you speak of is beyond my computational range, but my emotional analysis indicates that you are indeed trying to find ways to ensure the survival of this world. Additionally, calculations indicate a 96.4% probability of compliance through force if I refuse to
Как по мне, все 100%, поскольку вот эти, сколько там, 3,6% не роляют в таком случае.
Your calculations are slightly on the conservative side.
Вот, смягчают.
Here's to our future cooperation. If you wouldn't mind leading the way, Mr. Svarog.
Я так понимаю, мы сейчас будем преследовать ее. Щитовод. Намбинг, по-моему, да?
All the miners here huddled together.
Well, the situation here is pretty similar to when you first arrived. It's just that instead of a few thugs and broken robots, now we're dealing with much more formidable adversaries.
Hey, check it out! Isn't that Topaz's little trotter over there? Oh, what was it again? Numby, right?
Намби, вот, Намби.
What? Isn't that thing a fragmentum monster? She's
Да не, свинки-копилки это не чудовище
The
фрагментом.
IPC are all about their sci-fi sorcery, so it's not that surprising. Wanna go take a look?
Как, по-моему, описание даже не могу сейчас зайти туда. Ну, по-моему, как описание, это что-то типа животного вида, который перемещается в пространстве. Это так?
Sounds like you two are getting along. What's
Откуда я
Numby
знаю?
saying? Seriously? You actually
Свинокопильский.
speak trotter?
Look, you guys. Looks like it wants to leave.
Ну, сейчас нам покажут,
Looks
куда
like
она
they wanna
пошла.
find their master. Let's follow them.
Давайте, побежали.
Help! Those people dressed in black are attacking us!
Will of preservation.
Так. Давай вот так вот сделаем.
Hey,
Я все равно не
talking to you.
смогу их
Where do you guys store the
ударить.
geomarrow?
I really don't know anything!
This place is filled with nothing but incompetence.
А чего вы же ожидали?
Cowards! I guess they want to do this the hard way.
Try that again.
Inevitable. Heaven's Surge.
Давай сначала этого копьеносца, вот, а потом всех остальных.
Running into me. Here.
I'm on guard.
Can't run.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Еще раз себе восстанови уязвимость.
The times are changed.
Try that again.
Awaken, dormant. World cleansing dragon.
My turn.
Нет, не хочу. Пока нет. Давай так. А вот теперь можно.
Gotta try hard to watch this awesome move.
The times are changed. Heaven's Surge. Rise.
Naughty child.
Tough luck running into me.
Еще отхилюсь.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks a lot. You're annoying.
Lance at the ready.
Добить. Нет, не добью. А, он еще и похилил.
Try that again.
Heaven's Surge. Break.
Да прекрати их хилить,
My turn.
Катина.
Gotta try hard to watch this awesome move.
The
Time to change. Heaven's surge.
Все.
Rise. Awaken, dormant. World cleansing dragon.
Пока.
You can't run!
Time for a shot.
Try that again!
Heaven's surge. Break.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Told you I could fight!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork. Lance ablaze! Lance forward! I'm on guard.
We sent a storm. Heaven's surge. Rise.
Не хиль. Спасибо.
You can't run!
I'm okay.
Tough luck running into me!
Lance at the ready. Ha!
The strength. Heaven's surge. Break.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Told you I could...
I'm on guard.
Heaven's surge. Rise. Awaken, dormant. World cleansing dragon.
Оно действует?
Gotta try hard sometimes.
Ну,
Watch this
Юма.
awesome move!
я не знал этого. А, ну погоди, там же написано было до
You
следующего
couldn't have done it
хода.
without me.
Поэтому чё я тут удивляюсь? Что-то нашла?
Huh? Looks like Numby's in a good mood.
But aren't they on the IPC side? Strange.
С ними надо сражаться? Не, ну типа я не против с ними сразиться. Подходи, я не хочу две волны сразу.
Found.
Try that again!
Okay.
Can't run!
Heaven's surge. Break.
Time for a shot.
My turn!
Lance at the ready.
Try that again!
Heaven's surge. Rise.
That nap time.
Tough luck running into me! You can't run! Try that again!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
The times are changed. Heaven's surge. Break. Awaken, dormant. World cleansing dragon.
My turn! Gotta try hard. Watch
Надо было
this
раньше это
awesome
сделать.
move. You can't run!
Okay.
Try that again!
Heaven's surge. Rise.
И давай второго.
A delicate
А, там
operation.
электричество. Да, пофиг. Блин, а я не посмотрел, какие с них ресурсы вообще падают. Давай ты не будешь убивать его, пожалуйста.
Thanks a lot!
Хорошо, что я
Heaven's
похилил.
surge. Break. Awaken, dormant. World cleansing dragon.
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
I'm on guard.
The times are changed. Heaven's surge. Rise.
Try that again!
Do not
Tough
fret.
luck running into me! Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move!
It's time.
You
blaze. Lance forward.
Все-таки пассивки хватило.
Heaven's Surge.
That'll take more.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks a lot. You can't run.
The strength. Heaven's Surge. Rise. Awaken the world-cleansing dragon.
That'll be nap time.
А, с них ничего не падает. А тогда нахер я их убиваю? Ну ладно. Я так понимаю, нам туда. Это что за бегемот? Это... А, нет, это Гризли.
Is he the one in charge?
We'll see who's really in charge. Let's go.
Чё, сверху на них спрыгнешь?
Where'd Numby go?
Wow. For something so short and stubby, they're surprisingly nimble. Well, guess that's that. We're on our own now. Let's keep going.
А чем бы эта свинка-копилка нам бы помогла в битве? Ничем.
Hey, you! Are you in charge around here?
All local. The IPC is currently conducting asset evaluation work here. Local residents are advised to follow those responsible for evacuation.
А, блин, они даже роботам эти галстуки делают.
Don't lie to us! You seized the mine by force for yourself. You drove the locals out of their homes. I'm warning you. Get lost or suffer the consequences. Don't you dare show your face around here again!
And who might you be? You have quite the attitude. This is our jurisdiction now. We are all powerful here. You know Topaz? Interesting. It doesn't matter. The Strategic Investment Department has no obligation to talk to anyone not
Сейчас будем относиться, не беспокойтесь.
In cases where debtors fail to repay within the set time frame, the IPC reserves the right to skip negotiations and take over all assets.
Правила нас не устраивают.
Following the rules. What exactly is your problem?
You know, it's funny how the rules always seem to work in your favor, don't you think? This world's been hanging by a thread, and now you're here to pull the plug on it.
Don't blame me. I'm simply following orders.
Я не понимаю, это именно робот говорит, или кто-то там в каком-нибудь шлемаке сидит и управляет этим роботом?
Save your breath, March. I never held out any hope of resolving this problem peacefully. Didn't you claim the IPC was all-powerful? Well, now's the perfect chance to show us what you can do.
If I knew things were gonna get this heated, I'd have applied for overtime.
Да, это определенно человек сидит и управляет роботом.
Since you seem intent on settling this matter with violence, prepare yourselves for my heavy laser cannon.
Try that again.
Сейчас все пробью. Беспокойтесь.
Heaven's Surge. Break.
Running into me. Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
I'm on guard.
Что вообще он делает?
You can't run.
Heaven's Surge. Rise.
That'll take
take
Я
more
как
than that.
нажму на кнопку, здесь появится лоб Сянджоу. Полетят точки за закоулочками.
Lance at the ready.
Не надо Март убивать.
Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Just a little.
Вовремя у меня хилка появилась. Даже очень вовремя.
Naughty child. That's better.
Do not fret.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze.
Давай еще раз тебе пробью уязвимость. Будет дальше будет.
Try that again.
The times are changed. Heaven's surge. Rise.
Lance at the ready.
Inevitable.
Try that
Не,
again.
давай только Март сейчас.
Go away.
Отлично,
Gotta try
спасибо.
hard. Watch this awesome move.
Что это сейчас было? Не понял. Что это за ракета сверху? И как это предотвратить?
Will of preservation.
У него же не было очков. Как так? Надо разбираться.
Hey,
Do not be afraid. Heaven's surge. Break.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Tough luck running into me. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Блин, не того ударил. Ну ладно. Вот что это?
Inevitable.
You can't run.
The strength.
Так, повышение квалификации. Корпоративно-культурный шок. Что такое? Наносит физический урон.
Heaven's surge. Rise.
My turn.
Не надо, пожалуйста, только Март убивать. Ну, у меня... Ну, я не мог ее похилить. Единственная техника, которая мне тут помогает, это
Will of preservation.
первопроходец. И все. Остальным надо ударить для действия.
You can't run.
Вы теперь Наташу будете убивать? Или что?
Nap time.
Tough luck running into me. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
I'm on guard.
Try that again.
Heaven's surge.
more than medicine.
My turn. Phew! You can't run. Try that again.
Just a little
Может быть,
something.
рановато, но все же.
Thanks a lot.
Вот что делать, если они таргетно убивают только одного персонажа? Точнее, атакуют только одного персонажа, и из этого он умирает. Вот что делать в таком случае? Я, конечно, понимаю, что у меня персонажи там не докачанные. Потому что сейчас, кроме капки, я не то чтобы кого-то прокачиваю.
The tryhards watch this awesome move.
По крайней мере, я на капку артефакты фармлю, в отличие от остальных.
Lance at the ready.
You can't run.
I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Rise!
That'll take more than medicine.
Stop running into me.
Ладно, давайте так.
Try that again. You can't run.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Давайте буду вас провоцировать.
Nice teamwork.
The strength.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
My turn.
I'm on guard.
Try that again.
Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
Okay.
Can't run.
I'm okay.
I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Break.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Заморозишься? Не заморозится. Соответственно, Март умирает. Ладно, давай продолжим. Но скорее всего это конец.
Okay. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
The times are changed. Heaven's surge. Rise!
Not a
Awaken,
child.
dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
That's better.
Do not fret.
Lance at the ready.
Ну давай.
That hurt. Nap time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork. I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Oh, grace.
That
Это я где поставил? А, ну да. Не то, что сопротивление эффектов мне надо. И это вообще говно. Из этих двух. Сила атаки ей не нужна, она не дамажит. Вот это можно попробовать. Тут защиты меньше. Больше? А, нет. А, нет, все, я не туда посмотрел. Да, тут шансы попадания побольше. Это вообще можно не рассматривать. Хотя по сути тоже самое. Но опять-таки защиты меньше. И хп меньше. Если только вот это. Да не, оставлю. Тут. Ну, тут все и так видно. Думаю, что какого-то будет больше 4,8. Тут что? Шанс попадания эффектов. Разве надо ей это? Может быть, просто защиту впихнуть? У меня вообще есть что-то с шансом попадания эффектов? Есть. А с защитой при этом? Есть. Вот. Тогда какие ноги? Скорость. Давай вот это. Это пусть защита будет. И вот. Скорость. Хорошо, а если шанс попадания? Уже большую. Вот это возьму. А тут... Вот это можно, в принципе, взять. Или вот это. Это крит. Это не то. Тут была где-то с защитой. А, не, вот это. Да, вот, со скоростью. Может быть, так поможет. У нее что? У нее хп и скорость. Не то, да? 3-1. Да, не то. Здесь сопротивление эффект. Да там нету эффектов-то. Поэтому пойдет. У нее все равно не достает хила. И шанс попадания эффектов ей не нужен. Как обычно на скорость. Я ж там процент хп, а не сила атаки. Мне нужно на хп. Да, бонус электрического урона, отлично. Великолепно. крит урон ей не нужен. Ну и это тоже говно. Вот это больше нравится. Там с ХП есть только она. Ну, тут, в принципе, я, наверное, не вижу смысла что-то менять. Есть только планарки, но планарки у меня такие себе. Защита, сопротивление эффектов. У меня тут скорость есть и сопротивление эффектов. Так что не вижу смысла что-то менять. Да, нету. И Данька. Из-за того, что я сначала кавку хочу сделать, он немножечко страдает. Потому что я не фармлю ему сет. Ну, единственное здесь. Тоже единственное. А, погоди. Я не туда. Эффект пробития. Кстати. Но это полезнее, чем защита будет во всяком случае. Ну, тут сила атаки дополнительно, так что нормально все. Тут кыша. Скорость, сила атаки. Это я бы тоже на силу атаки сделал бы. Чем не убрал? Зачем я это замок сделал? Вот это в выигрышном более положении. Ну тут бонус минимум урона нужен. Может быть у Вельта даже взять. Хотя да. Ну, не знаю, это мне больше нравится. А тут вернуть силу атаки. Да уж, веревок нормальных у меня нету. Но тут хотя бы криты есть. Может быть, если бы была Сигна. Может быть, может быть. Хотя вот это тоже, наверное. Блин. Ладно, ща приду.
friends meet yet again. Old friends meet yet again.
Так, я вернулся. Пошли дальше тебя бить, пробовать. Не думаю, что, конечно, что вот то, что я сейчас сделал, поможет. Сильно поможет. Но все же. Может быть, и к чему-то приведет.
Lance at the ready.
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
Да, сопротивление эффектов решили сделать.
You can't run.
They sent a storm. Heaven's surge. Rise.
That'll take more than medicine.
Мог успеть нажать больше урона нанести, ну ладно.
Tough luck running into me.
Ау.
I don't want to be alone.
У кого П? Так, 3000, 2400, 2000. Не, все по расстановке нормально.
Okay.
Try that again.
Do not be afraid. Heaven's surge. Break.
Naughty child.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Попробовать это не Даньхенем пройти, что ли, а как? Но тут надо пробивать, чтобы он ничего не использовал, поэтому не. Идея фигня. На кавке у меня не столько много урона, чтобы успевать его убивать до этого момента.
I'm on guard.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
His strength.
Try that again. You can't run.
Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
Heaven's surge. Break.
давай. Он в заморозке. Можно попытаться отхилиться, в принципе.
That's better.
Do not fret.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward! Okay.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks a lot.
The times are changed.
Кого? Ладно.
Time for a shot.
Ну да, у всех, в принципе, есть.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Да уж.
Try that again.
I sense a storm.
You can't run.
Надо сейчас отхилиться, прям в сейве посидеть и не дамажить его.
Try that again.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Сколько раз вы призываете? Бесконечно, понял.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
This strength.
Ладно.
Awaken, dormant. World cleansing dragon.
You can't run.
That'll take nap time.
Try that again.
I'm on guard.
I sense a storm. Heaven surge. Rise!
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move. My turn. Here. Go away.
Бейте Наташу. Я вот зачем броню на Наташу надел, чтобы вы ее не били?
You can't run.
Мне не хватит, чтобы... Пробую вот так вот.
Just a little something.
Хватило.
Think nothing of it.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Naughty child. Nap time.
Tough luck running into me. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
It's time.
Heaven surge. Break! Awaken,
Опять забыл.
World cleansing dragon.
Надо сразу ульту нажимать. Пока баф не исчез. Ну, я ему снес пол хп. Даже чуть больше.
Try that again.
Okay.
Can't run.
Lance at the ready.
Давай.
The strength, heaven's surge. Rise!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Time for a shot. Nap time. Just a little something.
Ну давайте опять не начинать эту херню с таргетом одного, пожалуйста. Хорошо, так сделаю.
Okay. Try that again. Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
The times are changed. Heaven's surge. Break! I sense a storm.
А, да. Она выжила.
Dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Lance
Она
ablaze!
выжила.
Lance forward!
Оно живое.
Nap.
Оно живет.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Tough luck running into me. Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
Heaven's surge. Rise!
You can't run.
Вот и думай, это я начал более правильные действия делать, или это смена реликвий так помогает?
My turn. Try that again.
The strength, heaven's surge. Break!
You can't run.
That's better.
Thanks a lot.
That hurt. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Go away.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks a lot. Try that again.
Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
That'll take nap time.
Ну, умри, умирай.
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
Да умри уже.
Heaven's surge. Rise!
Спасибо.
Who are you people? Not even our tech could take you down.
We took down the Doomsday Beast, the Stellaron, and Fantilia. Did you really think you could stop us?
Darn it. I'm all out of ammo.
О,
Sir, we've
топос.
just received word from the director.
Да, топос.
Director Topaz? What did she say?
Teams are not to disrupt the lives of local inhabitants during the asset evaluation period. Teams that violate this directive will have their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%!
60%? We're done for.
Да, и как вы будете объяснять про боезапас?
Evacuate the mine immediately. Erase all traces of your presence.
А как вы объясните отсутствие боезапаса?
So, are we all good here, or what?
Yeah. Judging by the looks on their faces, I don't think they'll be back. So, who is this Topaz anyway? She seems to have no problem ordering these idiots around. Or taming fragmentum creatures, for that matter.
It's a long story.
Debt? What do you mean?
You should probably ask Branya to explain it to you.
Why did this mess have to happen so close to the festivities?
Согласен.
The timing couldn't have been any worse.
Oh, looks like we've got a message.
А Топас или Броня? Групповой. Броня. Хорошо, сейчас.
Huh, I get the feeling Branya's worried about some. Are you coming with us?
Go on without me. I still have stuff to take care of. The miners need to know what happened here. Branya messaged you, which means she thinks you can help. I trust her judgment.
Got it, Zila. We'll do what we can to help Branya out. Come on, to Klipoth Fort!
И ради вот этого вот я сейчас сидел, страдал. Спасибо. О,
Don't look pleased to see us.
By order of the
гепард.
Supreme Guardian, proceed no further, Miss Topaz.
Belobog might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket.
И даже бродяги тут.
See you later, Captain.
Как ловко она все это сделала.
Welcome back. I appreciate your help more than I can express. It couldn't have been easy running all over the city.
That's what friends are for, Branya. You don't sound like yourself.
Гепард в беде, вот что случилось.
I'm fine. I haven't rested in a while. There's just too much happening all at once. Perhaps, but the IPC won't wait for me to catch up. They're moving quickly. Belobog is crawling with their agents. All they talk about is asset evaluation. The silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must have issued an order against harassing the citizenry. Still, that hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz again? We're curious to know what solution she has in mind.
Добровольно
That's the reason I
принудительно
asked for you to come here.
планету
I
присвоить.
need your advice. Look,
Какой-то договор.
It's...
the contract Topaz sent to me a little while ago. There's a handwritten letter attached. Please take a look at the contents, and then tell me your thoughts.
Miss Branya, if you'll permit me to call you that, I'd like to share a story with you from my own life. In your eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel, but in reality, we all have a story to tell. As for myself, I was born on a small, unremarkable planet at the edge of the galaxy, a place whose name is known only to the native inhabitants. My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy, mostly in chemical or heavy industries. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. I don't recall the exact moment when it happened, but people started wearing respirators just to walk down the street. All you could hear were the wheezing coughs of the people, day and night. My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only struggle on amidst sewage, acid rain, and dust, waiting for the end. Finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. In return for their help, they asked for just one thing: that all inhabitants sign a contract which would make them employees of the IPC. 2 years after signing the contract, the dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and trees began to grow
Не,
and
ладно, скажу
thrive
свои
again.
мысли после того, как
After
все
5
дочитаю.
years, many animals, previously on the brink of extinction, reappeared. When I was finally old enough, I officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department. I witnessed the changes that took place on my home world, and was determined to bring the same changes to many other worlds in the galaxy that were experiencing the same plight. I am writing to you, Miss Branya, with the genuine desire to express something important. I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, there are things of much greater value, such as survival. How many generations of Belobogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? Who can guarantee that every future guardian will be as prudent and enlightened as you? How can you guarantee that a disaster such as the Stellaron crisis will not descend upon Belobog yet again? I have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, all of Belobog's debts will be forgiven. In addition, the IPC will set up a special team to support the reconstruction of Urilla 6. I can understand that for you, this is an extremely difficult decision, because you, and you alone, will bear the fate of all Belobogians. But because of this, I believe that you will make the right decision. A decision that will truly benefit your people.
Her words do sound quite sincere. What do you make of it?
Что могу сказать по тому, что я сейчас прочитал, потому что я сейчас услышал, типа, ну, окей, если это все правда, то даже не знаю. Не то чтобы я ей не верил, но и она же никак не может доказать то, что это правда было. То, что этот контракт подписывает всех белобожцев стать сотрудниками КММ, это... Блин, что это, сука, за корпорация такая? Просто корпорация порабощения, корпорация зла получилась. Ну и зла она не желает. Либо просто не желает силовыми методами пользоваться. Хотя, потому как она сейчас гепарда в угол зажала. Даже не знаю. Ну, окей. Если бы это решение там зависело от меня, как от игрока, там, а не все было предопределено, наверное, я бы попытался найти другой способ. И если уж нету, то согласился бы. А сейчас, ну, окей.
I agree. But it struck me as an honest letter. I found the contents quite moving. It's hard to imagine she'd write something like this just to deceive me.
Ну, Топас просто видит близкую ситуацию к ее планете, видимо, поэтому хочет помочь.
In any case, she wasn't wrong when she said this would be an extremely difficult decision.
Вот что означала та сцена в трейлере с
This
броней.
planet's fate. The civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen.
И если
It all
КММ
rests in my
реально
hands.
могут за 5 лет Белобог привести к тому виду, который был 700 лет назад, окей, это даже выгодно. Но выгодно для планеты, но, не, наверное, не для людей, которые там живут. Хотя, блин, даже не знаю.
And
Это, по сути,
shouldn't
это
be a
рабство.
decision made by me alone.
I trust her judgment too, but what if this decision is too much for one person? The impact of this choice could haunt Branya for the rest of her life.
Ну, хуже, чем сейчас,
has
наверное,
also
не
given me
будет.
much time
Точнее,
to
не
consider.
знаю, как
She
выразить.
wants me
Типа,
to decide as soon
планета,
as possible.
да, она приведет к тому, что было 700 лет назад, но на это потребуется минимум, наверное, столько же. Если есть возможность это время сократить до 5 лет, даже не знаю, это слишком.
I
Слишком
wanted to
трудное
put it to a
решение.
vote and let all the citizens of both the overworld and the underworld have their say. But with such little time,
А сколько
afraid
тебе
that's a
Топас
lost
дала
cause.
времени на обдумывание этого
I'll convene
контракта?
the Klapoth Fort architects immediately to discuss the contract. As for the locals, I'd like you to gauge their stance on the matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. They'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts.
I think we should leave this matter to the Belobogians. Don't you agree? We've got your back. We failed to convince Topaz, but this should be a piece of cake.
Thank you, March. I'll assemble the ministers. Let's meet up here again later.
All right. If we want to make an informed decision, we need to hear from both the overworld and the underworld.
А не проще
right?
нам поручить там надземье, а зелье подземье, а надмирье. Называют это надземье.
We've got your back.
Thank you, March.
О, пела нету. Скорее всего, разделится 50 на
We meet
50.
again. How have you two been? Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong. I hope it's nothing too serious.
Ну, как сказать?
Sounds serious. I'm all ears. Really? You better not be making things up.
I wish it were made up. Unfortunately, it's all true. We don't have much time, Pela. Branya wants to get everyone's opinion.
Wait, you're telling me I have to make this huge decision on the spot? At least give me a few seconds to think it over. Okay, I think I've got it. If it were up to me, I'd probably agree to the IPC's conditions.
Huh. Okay. Any particular reason?
I've looked at some of the climate reports. And based on the data I've seen, it'll take 3 or 4 more generations for the snow to completely subside. And that's assuming no other disasters occur. I care more about those in the present than a future I can't be sure of. If the IPC is able to bring about immediate change, then I think that's a price well worth paying. Building a better world for future generations sounds great, right? But is it any fun for the engineers and architects who are directly involved in such a pursuit?
I see. So, compared to a distant and uncertain future, what you really care about is making sure the people around you have a good life. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Мне кажется, я так понимаю, там сервал типа, да? Ну, скорее всего, да. Сервал будет против. Посмотрим, кто там третий будет. Наверное, Зелье или Наташа.
Wow, look who we have here! You and Marge paying us a visit. What's the occasion? Uh-oh, sounds like something serious is happening. You'd better fill me in. What? How is that possible? I need a moment to wrap my head around this.
Serval, we're racing against the clock. No time for head wrapping.
Не мешай человеку думать.
It's okay. I've thought it through. If it were
Да?
up to me,
Я
I'd
ошибся,
sign
окей.
the contract.
What? Hold on, are you serious?
Я тоже так
I thought
думал.
you'd be against it for sure.
Surprised? My reasons are pretty simple. Signing this contract would mean we no longer have to worry about surviving. For most of the residents here, especially those in the underworld, that would be more than enough to persuade them. As for working for the company, people need to work no matter where they are, right? If the IPC tries to take too many liberties, we can always rise up against them. You know, I've always longed for the stars since I was a child, which is why I devoted myself to science and the studying of the Stellaron. If someone told me that I could do whatever research I wanted with only a small price to pay, I probably wouldn't hesitate.
I see. I suppose that makes sense. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Так, там кто? Неужели? Да. Да.
Is that the Trailblazers? It's been a while. I didn't think you'd be back in Belobog so soon. It's been pretty hectic in the city lately. All these people dressed in black suddenly showed up, and even the Silvermane guards have had trouble dealing with them. Do you need my opinion? I'm happy to help. So that's who they are. It's worse than I imagined. The Madam Guardian must be under a lot of pressure. Is there really nothing we can do to assist her?
We're here to gather everyone's opinion on the matter. I know this is a little sudden, but we're running out of time. What's your take?
Why, I'd refuse the contract, of course. There is no room for compromise. Just look at them. Arrogant, stomping around here as if they own the place. How can such people be trusted? Who's to say they won't breach the contract? Faced with this sort of coercion, we must resist them with all our might. Surrendering is not an option. You must warn the Madam Guardian not to allow herself to fall into their trap.
A soldier's perspective is always valuable, Dun. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Получается, Пела — это сторона, ну, можно сказать, руководящая, сервал ученого и обычного жителя, а Дан — это военный.
From what I've gathered, it seems like most people in the overworld are leaning towards signing the IPC's contract. We'd better hurry to the underworld and see what Natasha and Zila make of it all.
It's getting late. What brings you two to the underworld? And why the long face? Seems a little out of the blue, but since you came all this way, it must be urgent. Go ahead. That is a lot of information to take in. Sorry, both of you. I know you're in a hurry, but I need a moment to think.
No stress, Nat. Just tell us what you really think.
I've thought about it, and... well, if I were Bronya, I wouldn't sign it. I won't deny the offer on the table is a very tempting one. And if we refuse, Belobog will not only have the burden of a huge debt, we may also incite the wrath of a very powerful force. But even so, a quote I read back in school came to me just now. Those who are willing to give up freedom for security will end up with neither. Living in the underworld has taught me that this phrase is true. I'd rather trek through the frigid snow plains than live in a beautiful cage.
Wow, that's a pretty convincing argument.
И то, чтобы это
Another vote
аргумент,
for the
это
against pile. Thanks for your
мнение.
insight, Nat.
None other than the saviors of Belobog. To what do I owe the pleasure? To be honest, I'm surprised you even remembered an old geezer like me. But I can tell by the look on your faces you're probably not dropping by to say hi. Let me guess. Something to do with these unruly people in black showing up everywhere? Well, ask away. It just so happens I'm curious about them myself. Maybe I can be of some help. I see. That's a tricky situation, all right. A lot for anyone to handle, let alone someone as young as Lady Bronya.
Mr. Oleg, out of all the people we know in Belobog, you have the most life experience. What do you think we should do?
Want to hear the truth? I'm afraid great ambitions and lofty plans no longer hold much appeal for an old-timer like me. If this IPC does indeed possess the magical power to restore Belobog back to its former self overnight, then I think the answer is clear. Have you considered the opposite? What about if we refuse? The reconstruction plan already sounds like an endless endeavor. And with the added burden of a massive debt, well, is that something we can manage on our own? What worries me the most is how Lady Bronya will handle the backlash from her people. Will she be able to withstand the criticism? Is she prepared to carry the weight of a tarnished reputation for years to come?
Huh. I guess I never looked at it from that angle. I wouldn't wish that title on anyone. Thank you for your thoughts, Mr. Oleg. Another vote for the 4 pile.
Так, ну и зелье будет против. А, погоди, Клара? Кстати говоря, там же сварога нету. А, сварога нету.
Miss March, big sister, what brings you?
Hey there, Clara. Is Svarog not around?
Mr. Svarog went out for a walk with a lady called Topaz.
What? Topaz? Do you know where they went?
I'm not sure, but Mr. Svarog promised he'd be back soon.
What now? Svarog's super logical. We should definitely get his opinion. True. Don Hung's always saying that Clara's really insightful for her age.
Huh? Miss March, do you want to ask me something?
Ну, Сварог согласен с Топус,
That's
в принципе.
complicated. I don't know what to say.
It's all right, Clara. No pressure. Just tell us how you feel about it.
I think if we have a choice for the future, it should be everyone's decision. Because when I was playing with Hook, the moles, and the other kids, we talked about our dreams. Everyone has different dreams. If we accept Miss Topaz's offer, then doesn't that mean our dreams will never come true? Just taking away people's dreams like that. I don't know. It feels wrong.
You're right. Children see the world as a place where anything is possible. Just the thought of our lives being predestined from birth makes me shiver. Thanks, Clara. Your thoughts mean a lot to us.
То есть она против, получается.
All that running around has worn me out. So, the final conclusion
50 на
is...
50.
The votes are completely even. I don't know what to do. Both sides have really compelling arguments. Right! We haven't asked Zila. She's probably still in the Great Mine helping the miners. Come on, let's get going.
Блин, даже не знаю. Я думаю, что она откажется. Но в прошлый раз я то же самое говорил про сервал. Но я не подумал то, что она, наверное, ученый в первую очередь.
Back so soon? Any news?
Скорее вопросы.
Are you feeling all right? You look a little uneasy. Important matter, huh? I can tell from your tone that this isn't gonna be a lighthearted chat. But I'm ready to hear it. I think I get it. At first, I thought it was just a few IPC ruffians overstepping their boundaries.
Yeah, you didn't think the future of Belobog was at stake, right?
Right. I need a little time to process this.
As it stands, the votes are even. Your opinion will make all
А
the
вот
difference.
это вот не надо было сообщать.
In that case, I abstain.
Ты говорил, что не надо было.
I've thought about it. This responsibility rests on Bronya's shoulders, not mine. No matter the choice she makes, she has far greater foresight than I do. She can see the bigger picture more clearly than I can. The vote is tied. If I were to give you my view, it would tip the scales and possibly impact her final choice. I'll respect whatever decision she makes, but it's not my place to make it for her.
Understood, Zila. This is a difficult decision to make, and everyone feels differently about it. It's times like these that a leader must stand up and do what's needed.
Right. It's Bronya's decision. She knows what's at stake. She won't run away from her duty. I trust her wholeheartedly. If she asks you, just let her know my reasoning. She'll understand.
Репортируйте меня к Броне, пожалуйста.
It's all in Bronya's hands now. She has to make the final call. Right? I'm glad Belobog has someone like her in charge. The time has come. Let's go fill her in. I'm curious to see how she's handling those Klapoth ministers.
Судя по трейлеру, не очень.
Wanna go take some pictures?
Сейчас будет та самая концсцена.
Oh, the fort's packed. I've never seen this many people here before. Oh, jeez, I can barely even hear myself think.
We're doomed! What are we supposed to do?
They're the only language you speak.
I support the Supreme Guardian's decision. We're doomed!
What are we supposed to do?
They're the only language you speak.
We're doomed!
В принципе, как я и думал. Паника.
March, you're back. So, what's the verdict? What do the people think?
Принимай решение сама.
In both the
Вот что они
overworld
сказали.
and the underworld. The final result was a tie.
I see. I suppose everyone has their own way of seeing things. I can't say I'm surprised. What was Zila's perspective on the matter?
Да.
I should have known. That sounds like Zila, all right.
Did you come to a conclusion with the ministers? Oh, it's so loud I can't tell what anyone's saying.
It's pretty much the same situation here. Neither party is willing to compromise. The time has come to make a decision. This chaos
Скорее всего,
cannot be allowed
контракт
to
будет
continue any
подписан.
longer.
Либо просто встречные условия какие-нибудь будут.
Enough! All of you! I know what to do.
Wait,
Химика.
I have something to say to the Supreme Guardian.
Никто этого не ожидал.
Aren't you?
По крайней мере, я точно.
Wait, is that the real you or a hologram?
It's the real me, March. Real as they
Сейчас
come.
не время смеяться. Но я все равно рад.
Miss Himiko, from the Astral Express? It's an honor. Thank you for all your help in our previous campaign. Things might have turned out differently without your support. If we had known of your arrival beforehand, the architects would have given you a proper welcome. I'm afraid the current circumstances are quite exceptional.
I understand, Miss Rania. No need to explain. Your city is facing immense difficulties. My intention is simply to ensure that you have all the relevant intel. The life of a navigator is a busy one. You should be glad that I made it in time. There is some important information that I must pass on to you, Supreme Guardian. It is my hope that it will better equip you to make a wise and informed decision.
Information? Please, tell me what you know, Miss Himiko.
I happen to have a friend with knowledge of Topaz. What Topaz said about her home world is indeed true, which is why she believes that the IPC's takeover of Belobog is the only way of ensuring the city's survival. But there is one thing she intentionally left out. Not all worlds that have accepted the IPC's terms have been saved.
You mean...
Performing ecological reconstruction on a planet carries inevitable risks. According to the intel provided by my friend, the success rate for the ecological reconstruction of worlds using the IPC's technology is 63%.
Only 63% of planets succeed? That's not exactly comforting.
This is the overall average across all IPC projects. The success rate of projects personally handled by Topaz is above 80%. She's undoubtedly one of the most capable people in her field. I wanted to bring these numbers, these probabilities, to light. I think it's only fair that you know all the facts before making a decision. Ultimately, it's up to you, Supreme Guardian, to make the final call.
I understand. Thank you, Miss Himiko. This information is of great help.
80 и 63. То есть вероятность провала это 1 к 5.
Regardless of how
Сложно.
alluring their promises may be, this contract is nothing more than a gamble. As a leader, I cannot let the future of Belobog hinge on a roll of the dice.
Ну, логично то, что она изменит решение после вот этого всего. Хотела подписать сейчас
Now that
новые
you've
сведения.
decided, I don't have to pretend to be impartial anymore. I think you're making the right choice, Branya.
Astral friends,
Мы не будем
I have an
рабами.
idea, but for it to work, I'll need everyone's cooperation. I need some time to rally all the residents in the city, and then I'll meet with Topaz
Там
again.
еще Сварог, Стопас как раз идут на завод.
Please locate her for me. It doesn't matter where she is or what she's doing. And if the IPC is still trying to take over Belobog's assets, I ask that you do everything in your power to stop them.
Don't worry. Leave it to us. We'll find her. It won't be easy dealing with her, but these two will help me get the job done.
Belobog's future is not for sale. And we'll never forget the friends who stood by us in our time of need. Not once, but twice. Stay safe, everyone.
Теперь единственный член экипажа, помимо Пом-Пом, с которым она не встречалась, это Велит. Подожди, подожди. Подожди, дай почитать.
Gepard should be waiting for us in Rivet Town, right? Here we go again. Back to our old stomping grounds for another adventure.
Я-то думал, они новую локацию добавят, а это просто не новая локация.
It's getting late. Where to now? Nice.
Так, все, меня отвлекли. Гепард,
The
привет.
Supreme Guardian has briefed me on the situation and asked that I assist you in locating Topaz. Ready to enter Rivet Town? We'll go in together when everyone is set.
Готов.
Keep your guards up. We might run into IPC agents.
Так, ну все то же самое. И команда, значит, то же самое. И тактика будет той же самой.
Destination reached.
Wow, would you look at that? Huh. I never would have guessed it'd be here. But I don't see any mech or weapons. This place is completely surrounded by mountains. Surely they can't be.
Affirmative. The weapons are concealed within the towering rock formations.
No wonder we couldn't find the automaton factory. It was right under our noses all along. Wait a minute. You said these weapons have been hidden here from the very beginning? That means the architects of Eurillo 6 never used them in their fight against the Legion.
Correct. After the IPC departed from this world more than 700 years ago, no one has possessed the necessary knowledge for activating these weapons. The architects used the IPC blueprints to construct replica automatons. However, the overwhelming majority of the combatants, commanded by Elisa Rand, were human.
I see. The stories about this world are truly captivating.
I would like to ask you a question, Topaz.
You're awful polite for a big robot. Ask. Don't be shy.
If the IPC does not intervene, this world is doomed. Are you convinced of this conclusion beyond any doubt?
Yes. I've gone through countless case studies, and they all point to the same conclusion. Any world that comes into contact with a Stellaron
Так
is
тут
doomed.
Стелларона уже нету. Нету
On the
тут.
surface, things may appear to be getting better since the Astral Express lent a helping hand. But sooner or later, the underlying problems will resurface. A looming crisis can often lie hidden beneath the illusion of prosperity, unnoticed by many.
Understood.
Understood. That's it? You don't have any thoughts on the matter?
Emotional readings indicate that your response is sincere and accurate. That is all I wish to confirm regarding this matter. While my opinion on the future of this planet may differ from yours, it ultimately holds no weight. I am merely a tool, not a decision maker.
Huh. If only my colleagues had the same self-awareness as you. Come on, Numby. We've got some assessing to do.
Сцена или что-то в этом роде, нет? Не. Просто придем туда.
Topaz disappeared after leaving Rivet Town. In her absence, her subordinates flooded in and took over.
IPC soldiers are well equipped. It would be wise to fight them head on. Captain, what do you have in mind?
You're right, Miss Ho. We'll be using the automaton stealth bomb to cover our tracks.
Automaton stealth bomb?
I'll explain later. Let's get moving.
Надо избегать битвы сейчас, да?
Keep noise to a minimum, everyone. We don't want to alert the enemy to our presence. It's time to deploy the automaton stealth bomb. Are you ready?
Да, да.
Remember, try to avoid being noticed. Remaining hidden will increase our...
Мгм. Интересно.
Oh, wow! We wiped them all out in a single explosion! That's what you call efficiency!
It's a shame we had to resort to this method, but we had no choice.
Бомба-невидимка, да?
You Silvermane guards sure are a righteous bunch.
I've seen standard issue robots like these before. It's an IPC field team leader.
Ну да, я уже одного
Correct.
такого...
The exterior is similar to the Grizzly, but its weapons and armor are more advanced.
Хотя вон меня сначала.
Hopefully the automaton stealth bomb will still be effective. Let me know when you're ready. Are you ready? Remember.
А почему мне ты дай? Она пальцем двигает.
Oh no!
It's all right. We prepared many backups.
Его...
Are you ready?
В смысле?
Remember.
Надо было одной бомбой двоих, что ли? Сказали бы сразу то, что двоих надо.
To be honest, I didn't think it would be so powerful. Good thing everything went according to plan. This is the road that Topaz took when she left Rivet Town.
Let's find her and tell her about Bronya's decision.
This time, the
Так, да блин, я не могу на карту посмотреть. Интересно, эта локация теперь всегда будет открытой или ивентом будет просто? Сварог здесь. Опас дальше пошла оценивать.
Mr. Svarog? Are you alright? I hope Topaz and her IPC henchmen didn't hurt you.
Greetings, outsiders. System functions are normal. I have had no conflict with the IPC's representatives. Such a result would be highly undesirable. Topaz is ahead. She had the means to force me to comply with her orders, but chose not to. From her perspective, the only way to preserve Belobog is by incorporating it into the IPC. While I do not agree with her viewpoint, I lack the computational power to provide evidence to the contrary. While it is unlikely, I still encourage the avoidance of any potential conflicts.
Unlikely potential? Meaning there could still be
Естественно,
conflicts.
может. Это стреляет своим
The
пистолетом.
Express never pursues conflict as a first means. But if it comes down to it, we won't back down either. That's how it's always been.
Himiko's right. As long as we can look at ourselves in the mirror and know we did the right thing.
Наверное, было предсказуемо то, что никто ничего не подпишет.
Why would Topaz come here? Is she looking for
Могла бы у
something?
Сварога уточнить, между
It's
прочим.
possible. Many mysteries lurk beneath the surface of this world.
Will of preservation.
Oh, hey there, Slowpokes. I was starting to think you weren't gonna show up. This lady next to Miss March looks oddly familiar.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Topaz. I'm Himiko, the Astral Express's navigator.
Oh, wow! I remember now. The illustrious Miss Himiko. Some of my colleagues dream about meeting you.
Сейчас встретится с ее увеличенной версией ножа для пиццы.
I'd be surprised if you didn't. Don't underestimate the reputation of the Nameless out among the stars. You're following in the footsteps of the great Akabilly, after all.
I'm pleased to see how well everyone's been getting along. Topaz, based on your greeting, I presume you have a good grasp of the current situation?
Of course! The deadline has already passed, but Branya still hasn't signed the contract. I think I can guess what's holding her back.
Please, don't misunderstand us, Miss Topaz. We have no intention of opposing the IPC or its board of directors, but we have very dear friends on Eurilla 6. Standing idly by and watching them sign an unfair contract goes against everything the Nameless are about.
Miss Himeko, sorry for interrupting, but this doesn't sound like a negotiation.
Да, обвинение
We
скорее.
needn't waste our time, March. She made her decision 10 minutes ago.
There's no fooling the Astral Express. You're absolutely right. Differing views don't necessarily mean one person is right and the other is wrong. However, to keep things moving forward, there's usually only one solution.
Ну давай начнем.
Huh? What do you mean?
My superiors have granted me the approval I need. I wish. So many eager faces. I won't keep you in the dark any longer. Approval to launch an attack on the members of the Astral Express.
Ну давай.
The best kept secret to getting something over the line? Always be ready to turn the tables. Go, Numby. Projects under my wing have no room for error.
И где они все? Там карманные измерения, что ли? Опять? Ну да, как всегда.
I'm on guard.
The times are changed. Heaven's surge. Rise!
Nap time.
Okay.
Try that again. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Я так понимаю, это последнее, что будет в этой сюжете. Ну ты издеваешься.
Alone.
Сцена прикольная. Вот, пожалуйста, не надо.
The best kept secret to getting...
Не надо.
Try that again. You can't run.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Break.
Сейчас не хватило почему-то. Ладно.
Lance at the ready.
The times are changed. Heaven's surge. Rise! Awaken, dormant. World-cleansing dragon.
Nap time.
Told you I could fight. You can't run.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward. Not a scratch.
Try that again.
sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Break.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Даже не знаю, могу ли я и 3 волны
more than medicine.
уничтожить.
That's better.
Do not
Tough
fret.
luck running into me.
I'm on guard.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Rise.
Naughty child.
My turn.
Как минимум надо сейчас
Just a little
отхилить.
something. Think nothing of it.
И накопить ультимейты.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Told ya.
I sense a storm.
Tough luck running into me.
Lance at the ready.
Try that again.
Nap time.
Told ya I could fight.
I'm on guard.
Naughty child.
Lance at the ready. Not a scratch.
Can't run.
Тихо, тихо.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
The times are changed. Heaven's surge. Break. Awaken, dormant. World cleansing dragon.
Nap time.
My turn. You can't run. Try that again.
Они до сих пор броню не пробили.
Heaven's surge. Rise.
Time for a shot.
Ну, щит.
You can't run.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I'm on guard.
The times are changed. Heaven's surge. Break.
That's better.
That hurt. You can't run.
It's time.
The times are changed.
Naughty child.
Thanks a lot.
Я думал, ты от дота умрешь.
Lance at the ready.
I'm okay.
Inevitable.
Lance ablaze.
Ну давай, ладно, вот так сделаю, чтобы всех заморозить.
Gotta try hard. Watch this.
Я надеюсь, они ему статы поменьше сделали, чтобы я
Heaven's
долго
surge.
не
Rise. Awaken, dormant.
Это-
World cleansing dragon.
сражался с ним.
Nap time.
It's time.
Go away.
Heaven's surge. Break.
Time for a shot.
Tough luck running into me.
I'm okay. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks a lot. That hurt. You can't run. Try that again.
That's better.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Rise.
Naughty child.
Do not fret.
take more than medicine. Nap time.
My turn.
Не, давай щит на... Во.
Try that again. You can't run. Go away.
Lance ablaze.
Я не подождал, пока он заспавнит этих придурков.
Sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Может быть, тогда заморозится хоть. Фу. Хотя бы так.
Time for a shot.
I'm on guard.
Try that again.
The times are changed. Heaven's surge.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Я не то сделал.
You can't run. Tough luck running into me.
Lance at the ready.
Heaven's surge. Rise. Awaken, Dormant. World cleansing dragon.
Try that again.
А, он 3 спавнит всего лишь. Я думал 4. Ну ладно. Ну такое чувство, что да, ему немножечко пофиксили статы.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Heaven's surge. Break.
Try that again. My turn. You're annoying.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks a lot.
It's time.
Heaven's surge. Rise.
Try that again.
Time for a shot.
Thanks a lot. Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
Heaven's surge. Break. Awaken, Dormant Scale. World cleansing dragon.
You can't run.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Try that again.
Из всех он попал именно туда, куда надо.
It's time.
I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Rise.
My turn.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks a lot.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
You can't run. Try that again.
Lance at the ready.
Heaven's surge. Break.
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
Nap time.
Что сделал? Ладно. Я сейчас в очень плачевной ситуации. Ау. Так, ладно, теперь не очень плачевно.
That'll take more than medicine.
Do not fret.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Nice teamwork.
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
Надо каким-то образом его сейчас добить. У меня вообще нету ресурсов этого делать. А до того он не умер. Ну ладно, у него уже очень мало хп, так что я в любом случае его добью.
Time for a shot. That's better.
Tough luck running into me.
Lance at the ready.
Может быть, сдохнешь.
You can't run. Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
Тебя хп слишком мало, чтобы что-то не сделать. Да сколько у тебя там хп осталось?
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork. Okay.
Try that again. You're annoying.
Давайте сейчас он меня еще убьет. Слава богу.
Incredible. No wonder the Astral Express is so highly regarded. Finished warming up? Now it's my turn.
Stop! All of you, put down your weapons.
Ой, наконец-то вышло.
Branya, you're here just in time. Things were about to get out of control.
Supreme Guardian. I was starting to wonder whether you'd left the Express crew to fend for themselves. That would hardly be becoming of you.
I would never do such a thing. There was an important matter that required my attention.
More important than this?
Yes. I think you'll understand the significance once you see it. In short, I need you to help us evaluate our current progress.
Help you? That's interesting. I was under the impression you'd already decided to obstruct our operations here.
I have read your letter word for word, Miss Topaz. And your childhood experiences truly touched me. Your hometown once experienced a similar catastrophe to Yarilo 6. So I can understand your perspective on the issue and the position you have taken. It's because of this empathy you have that I still hold out a glimmer of hope. Despite all that's happened, I hope we can still find common ground through peaceful means.
I have to admit, talking to you is always such a pleasure. I apologize for my behavior just now. It was inappropriate.
А что тебя переубедило драться? Погоди.
I admire your determination. Seeing as we've come this far, I've changed my mind. I'll hold off a little longer and see what you have to show me. But
Она типа просто хотела
winning over
победиться
the
с экспрессом или
higher-ups
что?
won't be easy.
I understand. That's why I've been taking things one step at a time. The first step was changing your mind. Members of the Express, We'll need your help too.
Чё? Бои роботов будут?
What a dismal sight. This district. Have you been here before?
Да, я прям тут с Коколей
Yes.
сражался.
This
Я помню
is
это.
where we put an end to it all.
And then began again.
That's right.
О чем вы говорите? Вы хотите ей показать
Kyle,
фрагменту?
sorry for the delay. Are we clear to proceed?
The path ahead is clear, Madam Guardian. You and your companions can proceed north without hindrance.
Excellent. The mountain road ahead is a little treacherous. Watch your step.
То есть она хочет провести на место битвы с Коколей настоящий, а не эхом фрагменту.
What is this place?
А, стоп.
We've
Я
never
где?
been here before, right?
We've only recently discovered this domain. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to show you is just ahead.
Как это место называется? Столб творения. Окей, где-то с холмом, где-то рядом. О, да, нихрена, кстати, отхилили. Он может уменьшаться.
Look. The people of Belobog have not given up. I just want to give them a chance.
Do you two recognize that broken down machine over there?
Вы его
I thought
чините?
you might. Miss Topaz, I know you've done a lot of research into Belobog. I was wondering if there was any information on the engine of creation in your records?
Not at all. Which is why I find it so incredible. Such a massive feat of engineering, yet there's not a single mention of
Ну, на
it in
самом деле
any of the
неудивительно,
Strategic Investment
потому что
Department's reports.
об этом мало кто знает.
I may know the reason why. The engine of creation was constructed solely by the people of Belobog, without any external assistance. The project was led by the first Supreme Guardian, Alyssa Rand. While warriors fought on the front lines, the engineers worked tirelessly behind the scenes, designing and constructing it.
So what you're saying is the engine of creation was a weapon constructed by the Belobogians themselves?
Yes, but not entirely. The engine of creation was commissioned for combat shortly after its completion, and played a significant role in the battles against the Legion. But Alyssa Rand had a long-term vision, one that nobody anticipated. For a long time, this feat of engineering was codenamed the Geological Reconstruction Unit. It was actually given a much grander purpose: to help the Belobogians rebuild their homeland and restore their world to its former glory, after driving away all those who threatened it.
Remarkable. A vision that would transcend both time and generations of Belobogians. Madam Rand
То
was
есть, по
truly
сути,
an inspiring leader.
этот двигатель еще должен был помочь не только войне, но и восстановлению Белобога после всего?
Not to take away from the Supreme Guardian in front of me. She's quite the inspiring leader as well.
Thank you. But I didn't really do anything. All I did was bring the people of Belobog together and make them aware that our hard-earned freedom was under immense threat once again. If we want to preserve this freedom, we must act and show those who doubt us that we, Belobog, have the will and the ability to control our own destiny. The outcome of our mobilization speaks for itself. The children of Belobog have made their decision. They have chosen to preserve this homeland with their own two hands.
I must say, I didn't anticipate this at all. I'll fight for this opportunity for you, Grania. I shouldn't have conflated your own circumstances with my childhood. That was a serious lapse of judgment on my part. My world never had.
Я только сейчас заметил то, что снаружи волосы белые, а внутри красные.
But your civilization has persisted through the snow and storms for 700 years. A truly admirable feat.
Then, are you willing to retract your previous decision? As for the debt, we'll find a way to gradually repay it. But it'll take some time.
Блин, я только сейчас заметил. Может быть, я когда-то уже замечал, но люди в Белобоге какие-то неправильные некоторые, потому что вот снежинка, а она ветер. Одежда тоже вся такая, типа, ледяная, что ли. И вспоминая рысь. Снежинки, голубой и квантовый.
Unfortunately, the acquisition of Urilla 6 is a strategic decision that's been approved by the IPC's top brass. Even if I wanted to overturn it, convincing them would be extremely difficult. Unless...
Так, окей, давайте. Едем туда, окей.
Don't worry, Miss Topaz. Myself and all of the nameless aboard the Astral Express are willing to vouch for this world.
Fantastic. That might just work. As for the reports and potential accountability, I'll handle it.
I was worried things were gonna get ugly again. Speaking of solutions, are they repairing that giant robot? The one we fought against? I remember you took control of it and helped us defeat Cocolia. Right, I totally forgotten. That's the whole reason we came here in the first place. Well, looks like everyone in the city's helping with construction. Doubt there'll be much time for celebrating. Still, look on the bright side. We got to meet a top IPC executive. The trip wasn't a complete waste, right?
You know, I'd heard you and March speak highly of the Supreme Guardian before, but seeing her methods firsthand left me in awe. We should also be glad that Ms. Topaz is the one in charge of the Urilla 6 project. If it were someone else from the Strategic Investment Department, things might have gotten complicated. That tells me you really don't understand the Strategic Investment Department. Let's talk about this later, when you're back on the Express. You and Marge must be tired after such an incredible journey. It's time you got some well-deserved rest.
О, я сюда могу зайти. Тут кто-нибудь еще есть? А, тут уже эти КММщики. А чё якорь не активировал? А, потому что я к нему не слишком близко подходил. А стопос отдельно не могу, да? Ну ладно.
Miss Topaz, You mentioned accountability.
Don't worry, it's nothing I can't handle. There are more important things than titles and ranks. Finding the best solution is what matters most. If that's what they want to do, then so be it. I've long passed the stage of working just for money.
Thank you so much for all you've done. I never thought we'd drag the Express into a crisis again. Much less one that might cause a rift between you and the IPC.
Rift? I wouldn't go that far. Also, it's me who's mostly to blame. I didn't keep my subordinates in check. Oh! I think I might know who you're talking about. You could say he's a special case. For most people, the interview process is much.
О, это да? Да ладно, это может быть любой другой.
Glad we're able to discuss some lighter topics.
Она мне сейчас начала напоминать Эолу.
I've arranged rooms for you all at the Goethe Hotel.
Окей, ладно, это же, наверное, шиза.
Miss Topaz, if you need somewhere comfortable to stay.
I appreciate the offer, but I need to head back and deliver my reports.
Какие раньше высокие здания тут
Great
были.
getting to know you both.
Да и сейчас,
I
наверное,
hope we
такие
can
же
work
есть.
together again in the future. Only next time under better circumstances.
Не, я хочу посмотреть. Куда я могу тут вообще пройти? Сюда могу. Сюда могу. О, сундук. А, точно, тут же сундуки. 5 сундуков. Опа-на. Куда несешь? А, ты просто таскаешь мешки по определенному маршруту, да? Туда-сюда. Иди, я слежу за тобой. Ну работай. Да. Ну ладно. Хотя бы так пусть будет. Раз мне пока там нельзя свободно ходить, пойду закончу.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Ну, сюжет достаточно напряженный, как по мне, если вникать в него.
I've been wondering, how did you figure out what was happening here on Belobog, Himeko?
Well, you know, keeping an eye on the crew is just another part of a navigator's
Мышку я
job.
сейчас не трогаю. Это не... Ну ладно. У тебя все-таки какие-то... Подожди, не, серьезно, а как она может наблюдать? Она там своих дронов с космической станции отправляет на каждую планету, чтобы следить за всем? Или там есть лупа, которая увеличивает в 1000 раз?
March was looking forward to the Soul Warm Festival for ages. Looks like she's missed her chance. This time. I never thought this trip would be so... tiring. Time for bed.
In light of the events that have transpired, we will be taking the following disciplinary measures against
Чисто
you.
ю.
Your rank will be demoted from P45 to P44 with corresponding adjustment to your basic salary. All bonuses for the current cycle will be revoked, including stock options and
А вот это
performance bonuses.
уже
You will need to submit an
Не
additional
буду
report
говорить.
regarding this incident to Diamond. If you have any objections to this penalty, you may also file an appeal in writing.
I have no objections.
Understood. Is there anything else anyone would like to add?
Я увольняюсь.
If there are no further remarks, this meeting is concluded.
Так у тебя же с другой стороны наушник.
You only got demoted one rank? Phew, you dodged a bullet there. Pretty big project to mess up on. Someone must be looking out for you. Oh, they've already left the call.
Подожди.
Ugh, this voice changer is driving me crazy.
Let me turn it off.
Aventurine, why are you still on the line?
Hey, what's with the hostility? It's not like I'm your boss. Oh, wait. I guess I am now. My apologies.
Она
I'm
улыбается.
still getting used to my new place in the hierarchy.
Can I help you? If you've got something to say it already.
Oh, nothing important. Just checking in on you. I told you Eurillo 6 would be a high-risk, low-reward case. Why do you even bother? In our line of work, having a kind heart can be more of a liability than an asset. If you're not careful, you'll end up leading yourself down a dead-end road.
Anything else? If not, I'm hanging up.
Wait, hold on a minute. Don't hang up, I get it. You're not in the mood for this conversation right now. Okay. How about this? Something that might interest you. While you were enjoying your playtime on Eurillo 6, Diamond was busy taking care of the head honcho of the Building Material Logistics Department. That's why he didn't attend today's meeting.
A Terravan?
That's right. The renowned Terravan. One of the 7 board members. He's throwing his support behind us instead of the Marketing Development Department for once. Oswaldo won't be
Что за
laughing anymore.
Асфальду, что за
Diamond's
авантюрин?
been a
Кто
great
это?
help to both of us. Your antics on such a crucial day can't exactly have painted the Strategic Investment Department in a good light, you know? Since you get the point, let's get down to business. I'm currently at Pierpoint. There's a major deal that could affect the whole department. I just so happen to need a reliable project manager for the job. What do you say, old friend?
Huh. And what prompted the mighty Aventurine to start collaborating with others?
Penacony. What else?
What?
That's right. Now that's the kind of reaction I was hoping for.
Hold on a minute. Diamond picked you for this project? I was expecting someone like Opal or Obsidian to handle it. At least someone higher
У
than
нее
rank
44-й,
46.
а был
Honestly,
45-й.
who knows? The family has some pretty questionable characters. If you ask me, doing business with them is a lost cause. But as we both know, the IPC does more than just business deals. Guess it's my time to shine. So, how about it? This is a rare opportunity. Consider it.
Если она в
You never
подчинении у
know,
алмаза, теперь
you might
понятно,
even be
почему
able to
тут
make up
алмаз у
for your
нее.
blunder on your Rillo 6.
I'll get back to you later. Seems like it's just one wild ride after another. I hope I made the right decision this time.
Ема. Видимо, не вымерли.
The snow is mesmerizing.
И теперь позволено на экспресс заходить. Так, подожди. Все, это разблокировано. Ага. Наверное... Подожди. Получить персонажа, конечно, Луку. Так. Нет, не позволю. Что ты будешь делать? Коллекционно-карточная? Угу. Это покемоны. И на этом все. По итогу я не сделал здесь ничего. Одну фотку. Ладно. Тогда буду заканчивать, раз сюжет закончился. Сюжет напряженный, но, как по мне, немного филлерный. Потому что не особо к основному сюжету относится, поскольку сейчас, можно сказать, затишье. И я так понимаю, они вот эту сюжетку придумали для того, чтобы не было как в 1.2. То есть отсутствие сюжета в принципе. Но сюжет от этого не страдает. Интересный, напряженный, персонажи тоже раскрываются, продолжают раскрываться, особенно Броня, что мне нравится. Топас раскрыли. Ну, не как раскрыли, рассказали. И представили. А что будет с Цзинлю, я так понимаю, это в следующем матче. На следующей неделе я пройду кое-что на Европе и буду следить там, как будут разблокироваться эти все уровни, и как-нибудь на следующей, либо после следующей недели, сколько он там длится. 30 дней, вообще без проблем. И за один стрим, может быть, за 2 пройду. В конечном счете, я тут вчера заметил, что длительность баннера они понизили, видимо, потому что 3 баннера за патч будет. И сказать, что я от этого не в восторге. Не в восторге. Могли бы сделать так же, как в Геншине. 2 баннера за одну фазу и 1 баннер во второй. Как они когда-то это делали. Ладно. Буду я тогда заканчивать. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки. Присоединяйтесь к группе в Телеграме, вступайте в сообщество ВКонтакте. Приходите на сервер в Дискорде. Всем пока.